Chimpo. The DStv Mzansi Viewers' Choice Awards are back for the first time since the COVID-19 outbreak 2 years ago. The nominees for the fourth ceremony were released on Wednesday. Lawrence Maleka will host the awards ceremony, which will take place on the 25th of June at the Sun Arena in Pretoria. Joining me in studio to discuss this is the Director of Local Entertainment at DStv, Shirley Adonisi. Thank you so much for your time. Good morning to you.
Thank you.
I'm well, thank you.
Good, thanks for having me.
It's such a pleasure, and I'm pretty sure that you're quite well, seeing as the awards are back on our screens, on our stages, after what seemed like a very long wait.
Absolutely. I think, when we had the last awards, we didn't know what a tough time was lying ahead of us in terms of the hard lockdown. And we all know how impacted the industry was with people who were sick and we couldn't work. But this year, with these awards, we want to celebrate our talent because they really just stuck it out and continue to deliver fantastic content for us on our channel, even though it was very challenging for them. So it's more of a celebration of life, a celebration of our talent, and a celebration of our stories. So we're super excited to have this back on screen.
Yeah, I mean, a celebration that really has been long coming. These, a lot of the people that are nominated are people of the arts, people who are severely impacted financially over the last 2 years, and finally they've been able to breathe a little bit, at least we hope so. Why is it so important to celebrate them in particular, even for us, the viewers, who get to watch and enjoy?
I think, art is such a wonderful space to play in, and we get to tell our stories, we get to listen to our music, we get to celebrate our history and our culture. So I feel like artists are really the muse and the inspiration behind people reaching their goals and working hard, and the script writers even behind the scenes to make sure that our stories are authentic. So really, essentially, for us, the industry is important for us to be successful as Mnet and DStv. It's a partnership with our artists and our producers so that we continue to entertain people all over the world, and especially locally as well.
I think for a long time we're going to be talking about COVID and post-COVID now, hoping that that's where we are, at least where we're going. It's been 2 years of us not having the awards.
Yeah.
Have you taken that into consideration with the nominees? Is it, people that have performed well in their respective spaces over the last 2 years?
Absolutely. I think how we arrive at the list of nominees is we put together a panel, and it's a panel from all over the media industry, and they go through all the submissions that the producers put in, but also the work that happened during COVID, any heroes that stuck out. So, and it's always hard because you can't put everybody on the list, but we try and come up with the best list possible in terms of the nominees, and we really hope our audiences vote for their favorite, because really this is for them. This is an award ceremony where the winner is actually voted for by the audience and not some panel that sits behind a boardroom. So it's super exciting because it's inclusive for our audiences as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, not to give anyone unfairly more airtime, but one of the nominees that really stood out was Shaun Kize. And we know what she's done in the landscape of football, South African football in particular, as a woman who's gone on, who's blazing a trail, if I can call it that way. Very important to have people like her, not just for what she's doing for herself, but what she means for the younger generation.
Absolutely. I think she's a source of inspiration. First of all, she's a woman in a very tough football world. She is running a business successfully. She is very charitable. She's very likable. And people like that don't necessarily have to be actors or actresses or singers. So it's important to recognize those people as well, that they exist in our society, and celebrate their success with them, and hopefully inspire someone to actually follow their dreams, no matter what obstacles may be thrown at them, regardless of their gender or color.
And viewers tuning in, what can they expect on the 25th of June?
An amazing show. We are working so hard behind the scenes to have the best talent, obviously entertainment, a spectacular event that's worthy of us being off air for 2 years. So we promise to really entertain our viewers. We encourage them to vote, because the more votes we have, the more competitive it is. And really just to expect a fun night that's relaxed and that's just proudly South African.
I mean, Lawrence Maleka will host. We saw him on Big Brother. Did a fantastic job. Was it a no-brainer getting a host? I mean, I'm sure you had quite a number of people putting their hands up.
Of course. I think in choosing a host, you always need a balance, right? And we don't always want to have the same faces on our screens. So we've come a long way with Lawrence from Clash of the Choirs, and then he was on The River. And it's wonderful to actually showcase him both in the drama space, but also just as the presenter space, because he does that really well. So we're very excited to have him on board. And, he gives his 100% in every project that he does, and I'm sure he will continue to deliver for us.
Of course, he's one of those who are nominated as well. How do viewers vote for their favorite?
So you can vote on the My DStv app, or you can go on the web, www.mzansimagic.tv. It's free. You can vote as many times as you like. You can vote day and night. The lines are open. They were open from Wednesday. So we really do encourage the viewers, when the promos are on air, to just take those details down and do vote for their favorites.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time this morning. That is Shirley Adonisi. She is the Director of Local Entertainment at DStv, coming into studio to just chat about the DStv Viewers' Choice Awards taking place in June. But the nominations, or nominees rather, have been released, and you can vote for your favorite on the respective channels that they have for that. Now,